Hi, my friends and everyone. Today, I want to introduce and talk about my favorite Japanese female writer, Natsuo Kirino. And okay, so she's I'm a huge fan of Japanese novels and Japanese some female writer, and besides Natsuo Kirino, I'm a huge fan of Ami Sakurai, and I I basically attracted to characters who is isolated and they can't fit in society, and they don't have any support from families and their friends, and they are in a difficult situation at the beginning, but they are independent, especially mentally independent, and they are very strong, and they have inner strength, and they try to break the rules the stupid society made, and try to find the world what they want, not what the world want. So yeah, my favorite writers and artists basically they are very productive, and they are making they also Ami Sakura is also a writer and filmmaker, and she's very active, and I've been reading her books about almost over 10 years and or 15 years, and she's kind of not major underground, but still I don't know why. I mean, some talented people are never been popular, like when I see celebrities or very famous people, and they don't I'm not attracted to a lot of celebrities, and I don't know why they are very famous, and the most special people who is very talented, and I want to introduce to this world, and they can't be famous, or they can't show up in the TV or in a major, even they've been trying to make an effort, but at the same time I kind of feel lucky. I feel lucky because I'm a huge fan of Ami Sakurai, and she's not a major. That's why I can get the reply from her. I mean, I sent messages. I'm a huge fan of you, and I've been reading all of your books and entire my life, and blah blah blah. And she actually replied to me, and I got a message from her, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, of course, technology is improving. That's why I can do this. I mean, I can talk to some, my favorite writers or artists, and this is such amazing things. And anyway, today, okay, I want to talk about Natsuo Kirino, and I got this, and suddenly this book only published in Italy. She's very popular in Italy and in Japan, not to mention in my country, in Japan. Italy and French, not English. So you can't get this book, and if you are in the States, I'm so sorry. So that's why I want to talk about this book tonight. Okay, before my stupid phone get hit and going to die, I have to speak faster. Okay. Okay, why I'm a huge fan of her, Natsuo Kirino? Because she is probably first female writer in my country that bring pick up topics, gender issues, and we have no equal in my country about gender. And I know there are another lots of another country have also same issues like Brazil and India and Korea and North Korea and South Korea and India and Brazil and the States has also still problems. I know the system is amazing, but you know, domestic violence or the salary about women's, especially in my country, female can't get same salary, even though we do work like a man, even though we have to we have same work but we can't get same salary. It's nonsense. And the housewife and basically they don't have freedom, and people can attract. We are attracted to those characters in Natsuo Kirino world, because the heroines and the characters are more close to minority people. So if you are not super rich, and if you are a housewife, and if you're a single mom, or if you are living alone and you can't get any support from anybody, or if you're in a difficult situation, I mean if you're a minority, I think you're gonna love these her books. And this is very it's kind of long novel, 1 and 2, and it's amazing suspense. And the heroine is a housewife, and she also worked though. She has a part-time job, and she actually work out with husband together. And okay, I'm gonna put my phone in the fridge because my phone get heat and going to die. So yeah, anyway, so the heroine is a housewife, and also she has a job, and she works at the same work with her husband, and actually she is having affair with husband's friends, and they the couple, two married couple, they actually are friends. And okay, the beginning of the story, they talk about the vacation. The guy asked her, let's go to Hokkaido. Hokkaido is the most amazing, my favorite place. Hokkaido is a beautiful, most amazing, beautiful place in Japan. So anyway, he said he bought a big house for us. I mean, for him and her. I mean, the place for having affair, and ask her, let's go together. But she can't. She said she can't. So they decided to make plans, and two married couple and their kids, plus their kids, went to they go to Hokkaido's the house for 2 weeks vacation. And I'm sorry about my English skills, but I'm trying to do my best. And anyway, so keep listening. And she has actually 2 daughters, and the second daughter, 5 years old little girl, is her favorite, and suddenly missing, disappeared. Not sure she's already murdered or kidnapped, or she decided to I want to disappear. That's why she disappeared. Nobody knows who knows, and they can't get any information. And anyway, she's in the panic. I mean, the heroine is a panic and blame herself, because while she has having an affair and their daughter missing, But at the same time, on the other hand, she thinks I've been doing right thing about my life, and I mean, she felt guilty, but at the same time, she did the right thing. And the heroine's personality is she's a very tough woman, and she actually grew up at Hokkaido, and Hokkaido is a beautiful place. And I'm not come from Hokkaido, but the people who come from Hokkaido is actually many people says if you stuck there, we all got depressed, and because there's nothing, a big, huge, amazing, beautiful nature, but nothing. So you don't have any place for fun place for hang out, and especially for kids or children or teenagers or younger people. It's boring place. Every day is the same, and everybody knows. Because it's a small community, And so anyway, many people also committed suicide in Hokkaido. But still beautiful though. But anyway, back to the topic. So she wanted to leave her family and the place where she grew up, and she left Hokkaido. So she actually didn't want to go back there, but she didn't tell the story. She left Hokkaido. She left hometown to the having an affair partner. I don't know what it's called in English anyway. And anyway, and tragic things happened. So after her husband knew she was having an affair, and he blamed her, but he still he doesn't want to break up with her. He doesn't want to divorce with her. But she decided to first she decided to leave her hometown, and the second, and she decided to having an affair with her husband's friends, and third, and she decided to leave her whole family besides second, missing her daughter. And she started to make the journey to look for her second missing daughter. And a couple of years later, and she can't get any information, and the cops are useless, and everybody forgot those tragic news, but she can't forget, and sometimes she lost herself, and why I'm still doing this, and should I stop? But she can't stop. And while she's traveling, she met the middle-aged guy, and actually he can't live longer, and he has cancer, he used to be a good cop, and he doesn't he has only regret before he died. That's because in his past he can't get one criminal, and that's his regret. And the heroine, the housewife, asked him, try to help me and to find her missing daughter. And they started to not actually helping each other, but I mean, actually he has wife, but he also decided to leave his wife. And his wife is nothing problem. I mean, she's very good wife, and she also a good nurse, and there's no reason to leave his wife, especially he's going to die in a year or couple months, And anyway, these two heroine and the cop, they don't have any common, but if they have one common, is two characters has one common, and that is they don't want to be trapped in the same place. They always looking for a place for themselves, and you can't tell what kind of place is that. But I know this feeling because I've been escaped. I had to escape, and I left my hometown, but there's no love for my hometown anyway. And I changed a place to live, and so it's like a journey. Besides tragic things, I mean, the missing. This story is not only for looking for missing her daughter, but it's also the still they are adults, and they are middle-aged guy and around 33 or 34 years old women, and they are still looking for themselves and the journey to find themselves again. It doesn't matter they are old or their age, or it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter, and that's interesting. I mean, it's not just a serial book. It's really hard to describe, and or what kind of this book is this, and what kind of story is that. You have to read, and it's really amazing. But almost all Kirino Natsuo's fans dislike this healing. This healing is super selfish and self-centered, and she was a cheater, and she cheated her husband, and she doesn't like first daughter compared with second daughter. So she left not only her husband, she also left her first daughter. So she obviously not perfect, And Natsuo Kirino's character is not perfect, and why this amazing female writer tried to write and describe and show us and make us imagine what's the story behind this. The superficial things, superficial things. Maybe she is bitch. She cheated on her husband, and she doesn't think about her family but her own selves. But there's also another truth, especially about if you think it's just story, you think that this healing is very super selfish. But don't forget about there's no equal in my country, and for if you are born and grew up here as being a woman and living here as a woman, it's super tough in any place, at work, in the house, and the husband is like a king and they treat wife like a slave, and we always look for freedom. What is like born as a woman? It's really tough. I can't even explain this feeling, and reality is really tough, cruel, and society is cold. So some people say, don't say that, they don't like feminists, and because a feminist is, and actually women can get more support compared with guys, but I disagree with that. I strongly disagree with that. And about, look at the crows. Think about the crows, the guys can be, shirtless, on the beach or the streets, and nobody arrests them. But if women doesn't wearing nothing, like if I don't wearing this, I will be in trouble, I have to act as a woman, and we've been educated, you have to talk like a girl, you have to act like a girl. And I'm not, since I was born and was a little kid, I was totally different. I was not like a girly girl, and I don't like that. And why I really liked climbing the trees like monkeys, and I was like a wild child, and I really like doing those stuff, and I'm good at sports and like running and hide and seek, and I love those stuff, and I wanted. Sometimes I'm very jealous, and I wanted to be a man, but that was wrong. That makes us think. Society makes us think like women want to be men, but I'm sorry, I'm stutter. I realized that I didn't want to be a man. I just wanted to be me, and I was born as a woman, and I just want act like me. So, there's no equal as gender in any countries, actually. So that's why my haters are men. So anyway, when I read these books makes me think, really, really think the system of this world and women's situation. And in the end, the female is also just a human, just like a male, We are just a human who is struggling to find out ourselves, and not only think about wearing makeup or the fashion, or not those stereotype image, So in the end, minority people is there's a lots of minority people. So it's complicated to explain though. So anyway, this female writer is a huge, very famous and popular here, because she's the first female writer who pick up gender issues with original sense of humor. I mean, I'm concerned about Japanese books published in other countries with other languages, and because it's, when I read English novels, and if Japanese translator was sucks at translate, and the story is completely changed, so I'm not sure they understand those books because of the translating stuff. And so anyway, if you can get her books in your country, and before you read her books, check our gender problems or issues or research. And after that, if you read these books, it's more interesting, and you know the system, and you know why. I mean, maybe you think that what the fuck, especially about out and grotesque, because grotesque is actually you guys might be surprised, but this is on based on the true story, and it's very, very tragic. And one woman who had amazing career, and she worked at some company from 9 to 5, and after the night time, she is a hooker. She's a prostitute, and she didn't go to any prostitutes shops or store. She just started doing by herself, and it's unbelievable, and it's not funny at all. It's not funny why she was doing that, and why she got murdered, and who killed her. Still, the guy who killed her won't get out. Didn't get arrested. But I think, well, maybe I will not. I shouldn't say. Anyway, yeah. The woman who had amazing career, and she worked at company, and at the night time every day she talked to strangers, guys, and buy my body, and the price, it doesn't matter for her. So what makes her to do that? And lots of Japanese women is interested in this, and lots of guys doesn't understand it, and they made funny of her. It's horrible, and the women's reaction and the guys' reaction is completely different. But the grotesque is, I already told you, grotesque is actually based on the true story, but this is completely different from true story. So this is fiction. I think Kirino Natsuo tried to show us and show to the world and how this society is corrupt, and the system and the people is the crazy, and what's going on in this world. So anyway, I try to do my best to tell my favorite female Japanese writer and our country's issues, equal gender issues, and I can feel catharsis, and I feel so comfortable when I read her books because I feel safe. I can feel safe with her books, and I can relate to many characters in her many books. And yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna like her books. Depends on where you come from, and depends on your situation, depends on your circumstances, or I don't know, your housewife, or are you living alone? Are you completely alone? Do you think that you're a minority? And do you think that you can't fit this world? And depends on your situation. And but if you feel you're minority and you don't you can't relate to this society, and you feel like you're so isolated and you don't have any place in this world, and maybe you're gonna like this, especially if you're a woman. And even a guy, if you have understanding about gender issues, you think that these books are very interesting, so I'm gonna recommend it to you guys. Sorry about my fucking English and poor grammar. I don't care grammar. Anyway, I think that I did my best, so you guys should check. Okay? You guys should check Natsuo Kirino. Okay? Natsuo Kirino, okay? So, have a great day, or you guys must be sleeping. I don't know. What time is it there? Here, 6 p.m. And today I was very productive, and I decided to challenge new things. Not today, tomorrow, after tomorrow. So I'm not gonna say this. This is secret. I will tell you in the near future. But I decided to break this wall because I can't live like this. I'm literally, I have been stuck in these 2 months. I'm not stuck every day. Of course, I went to outside. I go to outside, and to take a walk, or to go to, even to go to beach sometimes, but I was not so productive like I used to. So I decided to challenge new things. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early and I go to somewhere. Okay? I decided to break this wall. So if you have something that you wanna challenge, don't hesitate it. Especially if summer is very good for me. Summer this in too much humidity. I really don't like, sweating and too much humidity, but because it's too hot and I can't think straight, that's why it's really good and distracting my mind, and I don't have to think about negative things. And I think summer is a perfect season for trying new things. So I'm gonna challenge. Okay, I love you guys. Bye bye.